This is NainaMD, Fusion of Science and Beauty, and I really want to talk about a topic that is near and dear to my heart, and that is of amino acids. Nobody really quite gets it, but I have a fabulous guest here at the Oscars, and he really knows about amino acids. I'm going to let him explain that to you because it's something that you guys really need to know about, and it can really, really affect your health. I mean, it's gone to a company that is now being publicly traded, and the FDA has approved these amino acids as a medical food, so they've got the blessing of the FDA as well. And welcome my guest, Dr. Silver. How are you?
Thank you. I'm fine. How are you?
Good, good, good.
Not my usual interview dress, as I say.
No, not my usual interview dress either. But I think the topic is so important, and I wanted to save it for one of the later interviews, when we had a little bit more time to go more into the science of amino acids. First of all, just tell the audience a little bit about what are amino acids, how the company got started.
Well, amino acids are the building blocks of a number of your body things like proteins, but they're also the building blocks of something called neurotransmitters. Neurotransmitters are the chemicals in your brain that tell the nerves what to do, and then they send the signals out to the body. So when you have disease, you need more of these neurotransmitters to fight it. So what happens is your body gets deficient. You don't get enough amino acids, you don't make enough neurotransmitters, and that can lead to disease. And so the whole purpose of our company is what we try and do is give your body those amino acid building blocks they need to make these neurotransmitters and cure and heal disease.
So one of the things I think is important to understand too is that there's different kinds of amino acids. People have heard about dopamine, serotonin, right? They've heard about epinephrine, norepinephrine, and GABA. We have like 200 neurotransmitters that we don't even know about. But the ones that we do know about, we're studying pretty well. And I think it's so important for people to understand that a lot of times, sometimes the foods that they seek, and sometimes even in terms of pain, and the pain that they're actually feeling is because of the imbalance of these neurotransmitters. We have excitatory and we have inhibitory neurotransmitters, and when either one of them is unbalanced or both are unbalanced, you can sometimes and oftentimes get what is termed as pain. And these are because they affect these what we call endorphins, which has the ability for us to feel pain. And so we have so many different kinds of receptors. It's kind of complicated, and I want to keep it simple. And the simple thing is that just understand that these neurotransmitter imbalances can affect you to the point where you're actually having pain. And this company has fabulous products. It's targeted at pain. It's also, they've got fabulous products for weight loss and for focus. I mean, there's studies that they've done where they've actually given an alternative product that even people who don't want to use medicines can actually try to get more focus. So there's a variety of products, and I think the most exciting ones are the ones for the focus and the pain, right?
Yeah.
So tell a little bit about your pain product.
Yeah, our pain product is, and I think you said it perfectly, that there are these imbalances. When you have chronic pain, your body's natural way to suppress pain gets worn out. The neurotransmitters that get worn out and used up. And so what we're trying to do is give those back so your body can bring the pain back down naturally. And when we talk about focus, same concept. When you have fatigue, when you have problems with focus, when you have PTSD from things like Gulf War or other reasons, that what happens is that you wear out these neurotransmitters that keep your brain in balance. And by giving those amino acid building blocks, things that are necessary to make them, you can nutritionally and safely build your neurotransmitter back up and deal with the problem more directly, rather than a medicine that may help treat the symptoms. And that's not to say medicines don't have a role that are important, but this is a way of getting more to the root of the problem, the core problem that leads to the symptoms and the diseases that you have.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's also really worth mentioning that we all like to have medicines, and I think that's a great concept, and we definitely need it in a quick fix situation. But suppose you put somebody like on a pain pill or a antidepressant or a stimulant just to focus at when they're 19, 20, 30 years of age. We now know that the lifespan is extending into 120. So are they going to stay 80 years on a medication when we may have an alternative for them? And a lot of times those medicines do nothing to synthesize the neurotransmitters. So amino acids help to synthesize the neurotransmitters, which helps to achieve the balance. And sometimes it takes a little bit of work, so to speak, by the doctor to try to achieve that. But don't give up on that, because ultimately, once you get that, takes the process a little bit longer to achieve the same effect that sometimes a lot of the medicines do, and maybe even better. In my opinion, I think you're actually doing something. You're actually synthesizing these neurotransmitters. So it's pretty exciting. Your company's gone public, is that right?
Yeah, yes, we have. Yes, we have.
Tell a little bit about the mission statement of your company and what the name of your company is.
Our company's called Targeted Medical Pharma, and the mission statement, we're just trying to provide better health, more safely, more naturally, to provide better solutions that go to the root of the problem, not just dealing with the symptoms. And so, look, I know it's something you do every day.
Yes, I do.
So that's why I think that's why we've always
connected.
Exactly.
Yeah, we've always connected.
Exactly. So, I mean, really, just trying to how we can do. We have something called targeted cell technology to make sure that those amino acids get in the right cell, the effect doesn't wear off, so that it's safely taken in the long term and maintains its effect.
Yeah, and I think that's another thing to mention. You'll see oftentimes your conventional doctors saying that, wait a minute, you can do these amino acids, but they don't cross the blood-brain barrier. There's just no way that can absolutely work. Well, this company has discovered ways that you can actually get these amino acids and they can actually cross the blood-brain barrier where they actually do this effect. And I think that's a very important point, because you may go over the counter and you may find some of these things that sound the same, but they're really not the same, because if the delivery method is not right, or if that molecule is just not connected to where it can cross the blood-brain barrier, then you're really wasting your money, honestly. So this company has actually done the research, they've done the scientific research, they've done a lot of clinical trials, and it's ahead of its time. I just think it's fabulous, the work that you guys are doing.
Thank you so much. No, and I couldn't have explained it better myself. You didn't even need me for the interview.
No. He is the man. He is the man, you guys. So thanks so much, and I really I hope we can continue to spread the knowledge that people really can resolve their pain and their sleep issues and their depression, anxiety, focus, weight, all these issues, because the brain ultimately controls your endocrine, which is the hormones, which ultimately control your physiological, meaning all your body responses. So you got to fix the brain before you fix anything, right?
I agree. Couldn't have said it better myself. So no, I really appreciate you helping us to get the word out. Hopefully just helping people get better health. That's what I'll try to do.
We're all here about better health. Thank you, you guys. This is NainaMD, Fusion of Science and Beauty, right here in Beverly Hills.